everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Niners have battled back and made it to 500, and now they'll try to move past that mark today. It's the Vikings going up against the 49ers. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, from the heart of Silicon Valley, there's a look inside Levi's Stadium. Still 0-0 here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Bradford on 3rd and 2. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Now Bradford. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. They tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. A pretty big early test for the defense coming up. What can they dial up here to try and thwart this third down situation? From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Meanwhile, we will not get another play as time will run out on this first quarter. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big third down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. On third down, Bradford. Eluding the pressure right. He may try. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's got room. Past the 20. 10, and they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Huge. A nifty punt return has this offense already in the red zone. 1st and 10, first play of the drive. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year. A second quarter score from down in Houston. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Deshaun Watson leading the way offensively. Off The play fake to Cook. Here's Bradford. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eli Harold. And a big turnover there. A third down situation coming up in the third quarter, and this defense hoping to turn that third down into fourth. Third and short yardage. Bradford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the All-Pro, Navarro Bowman. And his guys are going to get the football. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Time for a break. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle to Kittle. Complete. No hesitation in this situation. Down a couple scores late in the game. This offense is staying out there on fourth. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to... And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down. Fourth quarter, tight spot here. Kicking team down by 3, going for the onside kick. Checking in on Houston. It's in the fourth quarter there. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Deshaun Watson. He was the story there with 4 touchdowns. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Minnesota, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. In today's matchup, we should have a fun one on our hands. It's the Dolphins coming in at 2-7, going up against the Vikings, who come in at 6-3. With that, it's time to hook up with our commentators in the booth as we turn it over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First update now from a game going on in Cleveland, and it's the Browns out to the early advantage. Duke Johnson, a first quarter touchdown there. On 3rd and 1, here's Bradford. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Still scoreless here in the first, but a 3rd down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. Bradford from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a 3rd down situation looming. Now we've got movement up front, and I think this is going to be on Minnesota.
False start, offense.
And that'll set them back 5. To throw on 3rd down, Bradford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now Chandler Catanzaro for the field goal here. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So a look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to. Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. And that field goal caps it. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And this one is incomplete. Around the NFL, 2nd quarter in Chicago. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Bradford down, a throw on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Morgan. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Second down, Bradford. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. First down, Bradford. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Ray Malaluga coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Third and long for Bradford. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Bucky Hodges, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Around the NFL, second quarter in Chicago. It's the Lions that have grabbed the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. Now Bradford on second down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bucky Hodges with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings find a way to... A red zone alert. Let's jump back in here. 1st and 10 at the 16. A first down throw for Bradford. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year. Fourth quarter, and it's kind of getting to be desperation time here for this defensive side. They need to get the ball back to their offense. They have a chance to do that on 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, Bradford firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring it. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that'll push the lead up to 17. And you figure with that, this game's pretty well out. Nothing to lose now. This offense forced to go for it. Down a bunch here in the 4th quarter. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Desperation time for Tannehill on 4th down. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings defense, if they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who wants to ground and pound. The Vikings are top 10 in rushing yards, going up against the Panthers' front seven that would need to be up to the test.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get along. Still scoreless here in the first, but a third down situation forthcoming. Let's get into the action. From the 50, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Still nothing here in quarter one, but an early test to check in on as we've got a third down situation looming. Throwing on third down, Newton. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. And the early going, it's the Texans out in front. Charles Sims, a first quarter touchdown there. To throw on third down, Newton. And the grab made by the tight end Pruitt. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Greg Olsen, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are going to take... This defense already looking at a deficit on the scoreboard, but now what can they design here to disrupt this third down play? On third down, Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
From the 4, it's 2nd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. To throw is Newton. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. And now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Now, rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. Bradford now. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Bradford hitting Thielen there for a Viking first. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. To throw on 3rd down. Bradford. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. Let's drop you back in the action here. Football in the red zone. They're looking for a touchdown, but right now the focus is getting 7 yards on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Bradford. And he's able to find Diggs. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now's a play call.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. K1 Short in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Kyle Rudolph, his 4th touchdown on the year. Second quarter, this defense looking for a big 3rd down stop here. They're already down on the scoreboard, just trying to get the ball back to their offense. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the defense going to use the 1st of their timeouts. A big play coming up for this defensive unit. They're down, but just by a bit on the scoreboard. Can they get this 3rd down stop in the 3rd quarter? From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that's going to make it 4th down. It's a 3rd down situation in the 4th quarter. Time to see if this defense is up to the task. To throw on 3rd down. Newton. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 4. This offense has been sustaining a nice, long, successful drive here. Now they're looking to finish it off. 1st and goal in the red zone. On 1st and 10, Bradford. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 2nd down following the incompletion. Carries piling up. It's Murray again. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Star Latulippe with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Not quite a 1st and goal, but still a red zone alert nonetheless as we jump back into the action. 1st and 10, just outside of the 10-yard line. Bradford on 1st down and nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Third and goal, Bradford. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mario Addison in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks.
This defense in need of a big stop in a tight game in the 4th quarter. Let's see if they can get that stop they need. Here's Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina 1st down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Stewart on 1st down. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They keep it on the ground again to Stewart. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense. with 1:53 left. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Newton. And he's got some space here. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. Newton's going to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Newton to throw. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. On now in a big spot in this ball game is the kicker, Nick Novak. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Carolina, the win keeps them barely hanging on to their playoff hopes as they move to 4 and 7. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Arizona.